Hi guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Latrice, and here on this channel I talk about budgeting, financial literacy, and just living in retirement on your own terms. And so I recently did a video on simple living, so I do encourage you to go back and take a look at that video. I just break down what simple living means to me. But after embracing simple living, the biggest shift wasn't just financial, it was in my pace. And so slowing down helped me gain clarity to make better decisions and reconnect with what truly matters. And so in this video, I'm sharing how choosing to pause, reflect, and reset actually helped me get further ahead financially, emotionally, and spiritually. So if you've ever felt stuck in that hustle mode or pressured to always be doing, this is your reminder that slowing down isn't quitting, it's wisdom. But before we begin, I do ask for you to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And so yeah, let's get started. Simple living just means like slowing down. It led me to be more intentional with my time. So when I decided that simple living was really what I wanted to pursue was just when I decided to retire. I just no longer had that, I don't want to know if it's drive, or it was just no longer in me to be in that hustle mode. I know that I wanted to slow down things and really enjoy and take full advantage of the time that I have left here with my loved ones. And so there were some habits that I had to let go, like overscheduling, multitasking, overspending, right? And then there were habits that I had to embrace, like quiet time, saying no, which is a big one, daily walks, and eating healthier, meal prepping. And so, some of the unexpected wins for me in my journey to pursue simple living is just better money decisions. When you really slow down, you have a tendency to really, be able to pay attention to, why am I buying this? Do I really need this? Does this really benefit me? And a lot of impulse shopping, or, sometimes we have a tendency to overwork and then say, I'm gonna make this purchase because, hey, I deserve it, I work hard. And, once again, when you slow down and truly reflect on things, you no longer have that impulse buying mechanism that drives you. And so here are some tips that I wanted to kind of throw out there to kind of help you get started in your pursuit, if that's what you want to do, in simple living and slowing things down. Now, the first thing is set a daily rhythm. And so what does it mean to set a daily rhythm? Well, that means creating a consistent flow or structure to your day that supports your goals, your priorities, your well-being. It's not about a rigid schedule. It's about intentional patterns that help you stay grounded, focused, and balanced. And so think of a daily rhythm like your morning habit. So, you'll set the tone. I wake up, I do my prayer, my journaling, and, I may do some light movement, like some stretches, make that part of your morning rhythm. Dedicated blocks. You block off time for focused work, for time to rest. When are you gonna do your meals? And once again, movement. Do you prepare your mind and your body for rest? So that is what I mean in thinking about having a daily rhythm. Benefits of kind of having that type of routine built in is it reduces stress and decision fatigue. Like you have something or a schedule that you're consistent in, and it just becomes part of that, mind. I can't think of the word, but it just becomes part of what you do. You don't even think about it, right? It builds momentum through routine. It helps you balance productivity with rest. And it makes space for what truly matters, like faith, family, health, and purpose. Use tech with intention. What is the one thing that we have with us 24 hours a day? Our phones. And so technology can be a powerful tool or it can be a major distraction. But the key is intention. And so are you using your phone to create or just to scroll? Are you using apps that are serving your goals or stealing your time? Are you checking in with your purpose or just checking notifications? So whether it's setting screen time limits or curating your feed or creating more than you consume, using tech with intention means making sure it supports your values, not pulls you away from them. So let your screen time reflect your goals, not your habits. Schedule rest like you do work. Your body depends on sleep to replenish, to heal. And so are you giving yourself the amount of rest that you really need? I am a big nap person. Like, I'm gonna get my nap in. I could be at my sister's in the middle of a family function once we've visited for a few hours, had dinner together. I'm gonna find me a corner and I'm gonna take a nap, right? So, I make sure that, hey, I take a nap here for a couple of hours. Hey, I have to go to bed by 8 o'clock so that I'm able to get up to be back, so that I can get to work on time. And so you have to be very intentional. And not my last thing, but for this video purpose, my last thing is focus on being, not just doing. So when I say focus on being, not doing, I am just talking about a powerful mindset shift. It means prioritizing who you are over what you produce. It means you're intentional about how you show up in the world, even when you're not getting things done. So I guess like an example would be slowing down to enjoy a quiet moment rather than rushing to the next thing to do. Measuring success by your growth, not your productivity. Making room for rest, reflection, and relationships, not just results. Being is about your inner world, your peace, character, values, and presence. Doing is about your tasks, goals, output, like it's what you check off a list. Focusing on being means you're intentional about how you show up in the world, even when you're not getting things done. Slowing down to enjoy a quiet moment rather than rushing on to the next thing to do, right? Measuring success by your growth, not your productivity. Making room for rest, reflection, and relationships, not just results. Just being a present parent or spouse, not just a provider. And so a great quote to reflect on is, you are a human being, you're not a human doing. And so, I hope these little actionable steps help. I also wanted to just say, in my journey and having more grace, for myself, I am learning that it is okay to grow slow. And so I want you to leave me a comment on, where do you think you need to slow down? And yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video. I do hope that you'll go back and watch my video on simplified living. And I hope that if anything in this video was of value, that subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. And yeah, as always, I thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one.